Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you are notified of when we upload new video content, which is always going to be on a regular basis. Be one of the first to view, first to like, first to comment, first to share, and all that good stuff there. Alright, so this is a review or a reaction on Maxwell D's album, the second release of the year, which he released this on the same day as his album Grime OG. Make sure you go check that out, stream that. I already did a review on that, so you can check that out as well. But this one is on the album called Growing Pains. So let's just get into this first and foremost. By the way, the link to the album is in the description box below. Okay, so go stream that album, this album Growing Pains. But anyway, let's look at the album cover, yeah? The album artwork is very interesting. It's very interesting because it has, how do I put this in? My memory sometimes can be a bit lost in translation sometimes. So let me, because I go over so much stuff, and sometimes some things I tend to forget, some things I tend to remember. But for example, with this album artwork, it has the chakras. I believe that's what they're called. So it has from the root chakra to the crown chakra. I'll just leave that there. Like, it's very interesting, extremely interesting. They say don't judge a book by a cover, right? And obviously this is not a book, this is an album artwork, right? So it's the same thing. Don't judge the artwork by the cover because you don't know, right? But from that alone, and the way that I don't know whether it's supposed to be Maxwell D. Let me see something real quick. Well, obviously it's with a black guy and he's like that, like he's being transported, like he's being not transported, but like, what's the word? Like elevated. You understand? He's being elevated. Let's just use that word. So with Maxwell D, man, listen, he has elevated to a point where he has changed the game. Like, he's one of the pioneers of grime, like one of the pioneers, bro. But anyway, let's get back into the album, right? So let's look at the track list. You got Wine for, so basically, hang on, before I get into the names, you have 16 tracks, right? So you got Wine for Me, New One, Family Thoughts, Teardrops, Butterfly, Been a While, Backstabbing. Okay, before Backstabbing is Freedom. And after Backstabbing, I Love You. Then there's Open Sky. Then there's Roxanne. Holy Scriptures. Parked Up. Hey Mama. Then there's a G skit. And then there's Mad Up. So yeah, the G skit was interesting. It was interesting because he it was of Gets, aka Ghetto, aka, you know, the greatest of all time when it comes to grime. Yeah, like that was an interesting skit because it just shows you the level of inspiration someone has on someone. Like, so that was a very interesting skit. If I was to rate this album out of 10, I'm gonna give it like a 9.5. I was going to give it a 10 out of 10 when I was listening to it first, when I first listened to it. But the only thing that really bothered me, not really bothered me, but it bothered me because I'm thinking, wait, the information is out there, so I don't know why Maxwell D would say something like that. Especially in a song like that. I believe it was in the Holy Scriptures. It was either Open Sky or Holy Scriptures, one of the songs. And basically, what happened was he mentioned something about the importance of being black and all that stuff there and the things that we go through as a black people and stuff. And he used a line where something about something to do with Michael Jackson and his skin color, right? But here's the thing, right? And I don't know if Maxwell D is watching this. I rate you, my G. I rate you highly. But come on. The brother, Michael Jackson, he had a I can't say the word, vitiligo, how do you pronounce it? Vitiligo? Yeah, he had that skin disease. Yeah, according to the autopsy reports, it proved he had vitiligo or vitiligo. And not only that, you can actually see it through the images throughout his career since Thriller. Do you understand? Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I don't want to go too deep in this whole skin color situation. It is what it is. Like, some people have this disorder, and you know, they're the ones that got to live with it. And unfortunately, you know, some people believe that Michael Jackson was skin bleaching, but that's false. You understand? Now, I don't want to talk about Michael Jackson too deeply either, because this is about Maxwell D's album, you know, Growing Pains. And so, yeah, so do I have a favorite song from this album? No, I don't really have a favorite song, but I do want to talk about a couple songs here, like Roxanne. Listening to that was very deep. Like, deep. What it's mad what people, I don't even want to use the word mad, but you see what some people go through. Yeah, what they go through with the mother of their children. I'm not going to use the word baby mother. Like, what they go through, and even what, like, the reverse. Well, mainly from what I'm seeing anyway, is what they're going through with the mothers of their children. It's sometimes a madness. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, look, the only reason why these problems actually occur is mainly because, yeah, and I know you're not going to like this, but this is just the truth. The truth is, because you're not really taught about the truth about roles and relationships, what tends to happen is, you attract certain type of people, yeah, and you live through trial and error, and then when you make that mistake with one, you end up saying, okay, that was a mistake then, I did that, or that person did that, so now if I see something like that, a sign, then I know, boom, I've got to move this way, and if I move this way, this person's not going to treat me the same way that person treated me. But the truth is, just because it's a similar sign doesn't mean it's the same thing. Like, it's crazy how life is, I understand that, but the truth is, you are who you attract. That's just essentially who it is, what it is in life, yeah? Whether it's in your life, relationships, career, whatever, you are who you attract. So, the best way to solve this problem, and look, whether you're watching this and you don't have any baby mothers, I said I'm going to use the term, but no, I just did, then the best thing for you to do is just continue to develop yourself as, you know, as an alpha male, yeah? But if you do have baby mothers, then the best thing you can do is just develop yourself as an alpha male. Like, the same thing with the album cover for this album, it is essentially about, you know, elevating to the next level from a spiritual realm as well, because that will enter into your physical realm. It sounds mad complicated, but it's not. Let me show you how. If you click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Active Beauty and Trust, you will get access to online courses such as roles and relationships. That's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself to become a pure, thoroughbred alpha male. Okay? Once you do that, you'll also learn how to know what the true meaning or how relationships actually work. And also, if you're a woman watching this and you want your guy or your baby father to step up to the plate and XYZ, then again, just develop yourself as a pure feminine woman, yeah? And that's also in the course to do with roles and relationships, yeah? So what I recommend you do is make sure you click the link in the description box below, like right now, where it says become a member of the Active Beauty and Trust, so you can get access to that course right now, yeah? Because at the end of the day, knowledge is only power when you apply it, yeah? And it's time for you to apply this knowledge, Yeah, so you cannot receive any more problems like this, because at the end of the day, it's the children that get hurt the most. Yeah, it's the children. I'm going to repeat that again. It is the children that get hurt the most, and then they have to deal with a level of trauma going into their adulthood. So if you've got any questions or any topics you'd like for us to discuss in our videos, go ahead, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next. And big up Maxwell D, you know.